Guys, welcome to another tutorial today. Today we'll be looking at rosette design. So let's go to our Corel Draw and see how we can get started. So when you open your Corel Draw on the normal workspace here, this is where we are going to do our doings and create all the creatings. All right, first let's go to our ellipse tool. You can press F7 on your keyboard or you click on ellipse tool. Remember, as you click and drag, you press down Ctrl button to give you a perfect circle. So I will leave it here and I will go and drop my tool. Now I want to duplicate it, but before I duplicate it, I want to give it a color, any color of your choice. Let me go for this. Yeah. So depending on the version of Corel Draw you are using, but whenever you see the cursor change to a double arrow, it means you are good to go. So click and drag. There, click and drag. While dragging, press down Shift button to give you equal movement. Then before you leave the arrow, you right click. It gives you that same size of equal circle. Yeah, complete circle. I want to use white on it, and I also still click and drag. I will also right click before I leave it, and I will use this other color. Alright, if you can see here the outline, that black line you see, I want to remove it. In order for me to remove it, I will highlight them all and right click on this, and if you watch it out. So now I'm good with that. The next thing I will do is I will go to my freehand tool. For those that are new, if you have watched my introduction to Corel Draw tools or tools overview, you get to know more about this. When you go to the freehand tool, I want to use pen tool in here, so I'll click on the pen tool. I'll go to my workspace. I'll click on the pen tool. You see my cursor have changed. I'll click here and drag down to where I want it to end. I click there again. I move to the left hand side, how I want it to look like. I click there again. I move it up. Where I want it to stop, I click there and I also terminate it here. So I'll be having a shape like this. So I will duplicate this shape. So I will click on this on the left hand side and drag it to the right. While dragging, I'll press down Ctrl button. You see what happens when I press Ctrl. It makes the shape looks of equal size, but to the opposite side. So having this is too big for what I want to use it for. I can now highlight the two of them and reduce the size. And I can also reduce it here for it to look like something like this. So what I will do again is I want to put color, so I will use the light color here and I'll use the darker color color this side to have this. Then I will remove the outline. I've shown you how to remove the outline. So I'm okay with this. So the next thing I'll do is I'll group it after highlighting these two. After highlighting these two, I'll group it. It's either you press Ctrl G or you use the other group. Ctrl G is for grouping. Now I will take it to the back of this other color here. So what I will do is I will press Ctrl page down to take it to the back. All right, let's keep going. Now the next thing I'll do is I'll click on this object. You see this circle here. I'll click and drag it to where I'll see center. I'll leave it there. Now I'll click at the edge here to rotate. I'll click and drag it and set it how I want it to be. I'm okay with that. I'll right click to duplicate it. So I have something like this. So now to continue making it round that circle, I'll keep pressing Ctrl R till it will round up. It will round it up. So I have that. So you now see that this is out. So I'll highlight all of them and group it. Ctrl G is for grouping. Then remember, because of this place, there is something I want to show you. So I will now use vertical mirror and mirror it down. Sorry, hurry. Yes, I'll mirror it down so that it interchanges it, so it comes down to this other side. So there are other things we also add for us to make our design look nice. I'll use rectangle tool here. So I'll click on it and I will draw it out how I want it to look like. Now I will bring it in here and I will set it how I would like it to look like. So I would also duplicate it. I've taught you how to duplicate. So I'll also duplicate it here. When you click and drag down, you press down shift button to allow it at equal dimension and you right click. So I'll shift this inside a bit. I'm okay with that. So now I have these two. I still want to use these two colors I've been using. So on the bigger rectangle, I'll use the deep, and on the smaller rectangle, I'll use the lighter color. So that's what we've got, and I want to remove the outline from it. So I'm okay with that. So now I will have to break this in apart. Now there are ways you can do that. You can click on it, go to objects. When you go to objects, you just click on objects and you have a lot of options there, and you click on convert to curve. When you click on convert to curve, it will give you a different thing. All right, so let's keep going. So this is what I'll be doing next. I'll also convert the outline to curve. So I will press Ctrl Q and it does that. So I'll click on shape tool and I'll double click at the middle and drag it in. I will also do same for this. So I'm okay for this. I'm okay with that. So, or better still, if you do one, if you finish with one, you can duplicate it for the second one and change the color. So this will be better. So I'll group them and take it to back. And I will also duplicate it and take it to back. So this is what we'll be having. So I can group this and also align it with this, and this is what you will be having. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for other tutorials.